Hello everybody, my name is Bazane Moonshade and welcome back to Dead Space 3. We are now on the aft section of the Terra Nova and we are trying to fix the shuttle that is apparently here. I don't really know how long this particular session is going to be. I'm not going to make it, insanely long, but I am going to try and make some effort into clearing some time away. Oh, right. What is that noise? Aha! Nice. Resource
collector
online.
Ah yes, another day of rolling around in the dirt. For you.
Alright. Those tungsten rods are very helpful. Typically in your first playthrough, you don't have many of them, but there are several very useful resources.
Well, I've been to
the other side.
And it's not. It's made of metal.
It's made of metal. Metal! But, yeah. So, I imagine that actually, I really don't remember what goes on in this part. Oh, hello. No. Why? That was unnecessary! I really dislike the regenerators. I'm glad they aren't, like, rampant in this game, but fuck me. Like, right in the beginning of the game. Hello? Oh, yes, this portion. Hello?
I found the Crozier, and it's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
No way I can pressurize the cabin.
We'll have to remote pilot it back to the repair bay on the Roanoke.
Yeah, right. Let me look around. If I can build a remote relay, I can plant it on the hull.
Hello? I know you're coming. Maybe further? That does look like a piece of shit, though. I mean, just this. Ah, that's right. I pull him down here and then I go up there. I learned a lot of habits trying to beat this game on hardcore the first time. Hello? You do a lot better when you're able to kind of predict where they're coming at you from. Alright. Die? Good. See, that first explosive that I dropped at that runner should have killed it. Like that. Come on. PS3. I still hear you. Well, come on. They're over there. Oh, over there. I'm sorry. I know moments like this can feel tedious, and I'm thankful that you guys are still watching, despite that this portion is rather predictable. A lot of my fighting style and this is quite predictable, but that's how you live. In a game like this, when the stakes are if you die, you start the entire game over. Ah, there you are. Come on. Is there anyone left? There's at least one. Yeah, he's over there. Oh yeah. So, what we have to do here is check to see if this ship is space worthy. Another one of the kind of the dead giveaways for this game is that you always knew when the enemy counters were actually over by the constant sound of music. So there's still at least one kicking around, but I'm not going to stay in this corner anymore. Done. He'll come out, but we'll be going back and forth on this little gangway, really, and try and figure out if this thing is still functional and piece it back together. Need to find circuit. Good, good. Yeah, 3 things to get it to work. Which should be good. I am curious though. Seeing as how you're joining me on this little journey, what other games might you guys be reminiscent for, you know? Like, I go back and I play these games relatively frequently. It's been at least once every 2 years, if not more. But I think about the so many other games that I would gladly replay over and over again, with the knowledge that I'm still going to enjoy it. I'm also a bit of a trophy whore, so I like to complete stuff like that nature. But if there, like, this series is one of those series that I would have loved to play over, not knowing the way that it ended, you know? And I'm kind of curious as to what other series might you be interested in with that in mind? There should be quite a few, honestly. The Last of Us was another good one. Thank you, Scavenger Bot. Need to find 2 more pieces for the circuit board so that we have a navigation system. I'm seriously curious about where this enemy is because I still hear music. Of course, when I do think back to a lot of the great games that I've ever played, not all of them have necessarily the thickest story to begin with. Mega Man is a great series, and I mean, while the lore itself is vast, only a few of the games, to my recollection, were actually very in-depth in story. But it's been an age, so I don't know. Most of the point to those games is, you know, the functionality and how it plays. Spawns. As I was thinking about it the other day, whilst I've been back to recording again, and I was curious to the effect of watching someone like me who has played this game so frequently that quite a bit of it is predictable.
Really?
Quite a bit of it is predictable to me because I played it so much that a lot of what happens doesn't necessarily give me jumps anymore. And while I have to play it on hardcore for it to truly be, I would think, interesting to watch for you, it's the way that you have to play, as I mentioned over on the other side of the bridge, the way you have to play this type of game in order to actually get that done properly is you lose a little bit of the spontaneity. And I found over my years of watching YouTube and gamers and Let's Plays and things of that, like, we very frequently go to a YouTube channel to sort of like get the reactions of the player. And I find that I'm not necessarily reacting all that much.
I can see the shuttle readout. Okay, hang on. I'm going to try and start her up.
No good. It's out of fuel.
Oh, wait, there should be a refueling station on the upper floor. Here,
alright.
I'm sending you the coordinates.
So...
Okay. I'll head up and refuel the shuttle. We can try restarting it after that.
Which door is open? Was it the left or was it the right? I want to say it was the left. But I'm curious, because I am going through this, one, because I really enjoy the game, and two, because I wanted to try and put another version of the story out there for people to watch. And, you know, if you never got the chance to play it, or you are not necessarily the type of gamer who can make it through effectively a horror game, which it is, in a sense. Like, I don't know, is the non-reactive me really an interesting thing to watch? I'm curious. Oh, alright then. You know, saying that as I reacted just a little bit there. Come on. And again, it's one of the reasons I like the shotgun, and, well, more specifically because of this difficulty. It hits all the appendages if you're aiming at center mass, and given that it does pretty much max damage, or at least this variant of it, I'm sure you can actually use the normal dispersal tip, and it'd do the same thing eventually. You just have to focus more on damage. But typically, it will rip off a limb regardless of where it hits. Unless you're dealing with something quite large.
Resource collector online.
But I do hope you guys are enjoying it.
Oh my goodness.
This
Booting up feels like coming back from death every time. I do wish they'd get that fixed.
I honestly can't think of many games at this point in my gaming career, life, however you want to put it, that would truly guess me anymore.
Nothing much to report, sir. I'll try looking over here.
And just in case you guys are wondering, yes, I did shave my head again.
And fewer body parts.
I got a bad haircut today, and I was like, really? This is where we're at? So, took some clippers to my head, the razor as well, and now we're back The standard Bazaine. Okay, I need to...
My sensors detect a large amount of low-quality scrap metal and unwashed organic material. Oh, apologies, sir. My sensors have detected you.
Oh, that's great.
Is the stench of rotting flesh usually this intense? Or are you just hard-boiled eggs?
I see you. Come on. I mean, I do try and, well, sort of anyway. I do try and not just use my overpowered weapons, but I don't know. You know, I do think, honestly, that if they had actually done a...
Okay, tank's full. Try again.
That's more like it.
A different
okay,
type of hardcore
I'm initiating
play?
a test fire of the shuttle's engine. Take cover. This could get hot. That stupid, bloody ancient technology. Oh God. Isaac, I think I just started the launch sequence, and I don't know how to stop it.
You what?
Look, just get out of that chamber before it bakes you to a crisp.
Come on. I do think if they had done a different type of hardcore that wasn't when you die you just lose all progress throughout the game, that it would be a slight more interesting to watch, because I would take more risks. But as it stands, like, I have no desire to lose all of my progress that way. Plus it would take me longer to upload, because I mean, think about how long it's already taken us to get this far. Like, we're in an instance of... Come on. What are we on? 2-3 hours now? And that is a lot of progress lost if I were to have to restart every single time I died.
Systems check.
Come on. So I'm forced to kind of... well, you know, be less... Hello? Oh good, I'm on fire! Ow! Alright, hey, stop it! Well, that was... close.
The airlock door
But yeah, I
is
have to be
stuck.
very methodical.
If the shuttle launches before it opens...
Son of a bitch! Alright, I'll check the gears.
Alright. Yeah. So I just wonder if it's as enjoyable to watch. Because, I mean, let me know in the comments. I very much would love your feedback. Alright, fire.
System check complete.
You should never get in an elevator during a fire. Even a young me knew that. Oh god, this spot. Right.
There's something wedged in the gears. Looks like military ordnance.
Fucking hate this
I'm
part.
gonna try to clear it.
Explosive! Oh god, be careful, Isaac.
There's not only do you have to shoot those, you have to shoot these.
Isaac, the shuttle's gonna launch any minute. How's the door?
Gears keep getting jammed. I'm clearing them as fast as I can.
Come on.
Oh god, it's begun the final countdown.
Oh, let's go.
Isaac,
I'm almost there. Shit keeps getting caught in the gears.
Thank god that sucks them in. Alright. You know, there was a lot of ordnance in that area. Plus, did you see how many regenerators there were?
Attaboy, Isaac.
okay, everybody. Let's get the docking bay ready to receive the shuttle. Isaac, we'll see
First
you
and
when you get
foremost,
back.
fuck you lot. None of you helped me. No. But, yeah, I'm curious. I mean, that spot was a bit tense, but I did pretty well. So. All right. What the piss? Oh, those things. Ah! Oh, that was my chair. Oh, thank goodness. Up we go.
So, how's the shuttle look?
Yeah, this thing needs more than plating. It's missing the port engine.
There's a small wreck near the Greeley. It could be a shuttle.
We should check it out.
Alright, Rosen, lock, suit up. You're on engine
We're actually not doing too bad on time. That only took us
I'm
about
not asking you to do
20,
jumping jacks. Now get moving.
25 minutes.
All right. Hey, Rosen, I'll meet you there.
Whatever.
I'm going to do a little maintenance on my suit. Is this? Who is this? So now we will go get the port engine and then make it back to the Terra Nova, and we will be just about ready to get down to the planet. That's exciting. We're pretty much on the cusp, which is intriguing. We're doing pretty well this episode. I'm impressed. I'm not entirely certain, but I seem to be talking a bunch too. Alright, let's go. So we're gonna go retrieve the port engine, and then we'll have to get the navigational coordinates to the planet. Yeah. And I think once we get that done, we'll be ready to... Well, let's just see when we get there, because I might call it right there, or I might do the descent to the planet. We'll see. It's been real fun, though. I really would like to go through this game with somebody. Like, it's been... Aside from the fact those are the only trophies I'm missing for this game, it just would be interesting to see that portion of the storyline that's I've actually intentionally stayed away from it because I do know that other YouTube channels have actually done a playthrough with a co-op person, and it's just, I want my experience to be pure, you know?
Hey, you wanted an engine? Here you go.
It'll do.
It's shit. Just like our plan.
You always this helpful.
Hey, some of us just want to go home, all right? I've disconnected all the lines and service tubes, but hell if I know how to get it out of there.
I'll figure it out. Go get your equipment together so we can tow it back to the repair bay.
What the fuck? Where is it? Oh, you bastard. Fuckers. Yeah, Isaac is actually doing remarkably well for a man who has been through this nonsense far more than anyone else. If I were him, I'd be in a disgruntled mess.
You think you can handle it from here?
Yeah, Clark. I'm not an idiot.
And be sure to lock the injectors down
You sound
tight.
like an asshole,
I don't want
though.
them popping off in mid-flight. Asshole. Okay, guys. I got the engine. Is everything ready?
Well, not quite. We're gonna get tossed around like a midget at a circus if we try to navigate that atmosphere without a flight path.
What about using flight recorders from these derelict ships?
Yeah, right. We could reconstruct one of the routes they used.
I'll search outside the Roanoke.
Look for small satellites with 4 solar panels sticking out.
Satellites with solar panels. Got it.
Alright. And I still really like this suit. I am willing to put on the other ones if it's something you are interested in. It was a nice little feature in this game that they carried over from Dead Space 2, that you just had multiple suits that you could utilize, although in Dead Space 2 it actually had a purpose as well. Each suit had its individual perks that you could utilize depending on your playstyle. I mean, how much they actually did is relative to me. I always used the advanced suit, so I can't remember what that one's benefit was. I think it was something to do with stasis or kinesis, but I don't know. In this one it just didn't make sense to do that stuff, so it's purely cosmetic. But, you know, there's the classics that we can utilize. And then there's the suit that we would have been wearing from that ship that we crashed in. I always thought that one looked odd though, I didn't like it very much. I mean, it was a spacesuit. Futuristic spacesuit. What can you do? No one asked you. Or you. And here is that. Alright, what are we looking at?
Buckle?
There's one.
I think I found one of those flight recorders.
Great. There should be more floating around the Roanoke.
Okay, I'll see what I can turn up.
Really? Dick. And as you can hear, there is a resource out here as well. Plus, most of these have something in them. There's a bigger one over there, as I recall. I mean, I'm not going to go super searching for them because there's not really a point for me right now. Hello? But yeah, like, you know, oxygen, resource, poof. See? And in some of them there's crafting items for your weaponry. Like, I think that one. Whoa. I think one of those big ones actually has a piece for it, like a heavy frame or something. Hello. Didn't see what I did to your mate, did you? Mm-hmm. That's what I thought. Fuck you both. I still need one, right? 103 meters. Ah, there it is. Oh, well, yeah, like there's a big one. Has boxes. God damn. So ammunition, some resources. I just used a health pack. I didn't want to.
All right, Ellie.
What? Now we
I
got
think I have enough flight recorders to reconstruct a safe route to the planet.
Come on.
Great. What's next?
I put it all together into a navigation module and then plug it into the shuttle. I just need to find a bench. Should be easy enough.
Yeah. And there's a lot of those artifacts to find in this game as well. There was one that was down here somewhere. I think I got it on my way through, actually. Did I? Yeah, that's where it was. So they did a great job in setting up all this. I miss Visceral games. They had such good attention to detail. Come on. $55 Oh, right. That was the clip. I'm like, what? Why did I burn through all of my ammunition? Really? Come on. Ugh. I think that was a little bit much, using your kinesis to open up doors. I mean, what's the point? All is lost. And it's the little things. Like, just... setting. Makes you appreciate it. So, we're actually about 10 minutes, no, like 5 minutes away from doing the trip down to the planet. So, what we could do...
This should only take a minute. Try not to get your head cut off in the meantime.
What we could do is I could actually throw on the other suits for you, see what they look like. As is, what's going to happen here in a minute is that our suit's going to break. Nice. Those transistors. Stasis packs make transistors. That's right. Oh well.
I think that does it. We should have all the parts we need.
Thank God. Now let's plot a course for the nearest shipping lane and get the hell out of
No,
here.
Robert. We're going to the planet.
Ellie, I know that's how this all started, but we are in way over our heads. We can't take on a whole planet full of those goddamn things.
If not us, then who? EarthGov is gone. Robert, we're the only ones left who can do this, and you know it.
Ellie, you have to admit it sounds crazy. I mean, how do we know there's really a solution down there?
Because you told me. In the Admiral's quarters, you said, turn it off. And that's exactly what we're going to do.
Damn straight. Captain, we can't pass this up.
Carter, I don't need your mutiny on top of all this. If I say we're not going, we're not going.
No, Ellie's right. There's a shot here and we're gonna take it. Now you can come with us, or you can try to stop us, but remember, around here, we're worse dead than alive. Ellie, get the shuttle prepped. I'm on my way.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll put on the other suits, and then we'll make the dive. We'll go down to the planet. So EVA we saw in the first one. I'm not going to bother with that. It's just that one suit. This is another. Yeah, this is one of the downloadable suits that you can get. You can acquire other suits through the normal gameplay anyway. As I recall, that is well, no, because you upgrade your rig in another way. So this is just one of the other downloadable suits that I purchased. Well, actually, no, I didn't purchase it. I got it. Did I purchase it? I don't know. It's been forever. But yeah, it's just a little I think basically they were like the elites down there on the planet, or this is a variant of that uniform. It looks alright. I mean, I don't much care for the 3-dot eye thing. It's very siphon filtery, but it doesn't illuminate the way that the other suit's mask does. So I like that better. And then the last suit that you get, I think everyone got it. It's just a legacy suit, you know, engineering. Because everyone loved it from the original game, and they just kept bringing it back. And it's not as though it doesn't look good. I loved that suit in the first game, and I did love the final suit that you were able to unlock. That white one that kind of looked like an Anubis soldier from Stargate SG-1. Yeah. But yeah, just classic Isaac suit, and rendered in the new like graphic style. They just did a beautiful job. It's still so good. And do you want to use it on the way down? Nah. Well, fuck it. I already got it on. I've wasted enough time. We'll keep it on. We'll go down to the planet, and then from there we will end. Yeah. I mean, this episode will be about as long as the other one. The last one I did, I think, was like 42 minutes or so. It was good. I liked it. It's been a great day. Nice. Right. I want my rocket launcher back. That's what completes this rifle for me. Alright, kids, let's go. I don't know why they didn't want to do the whole... Alright. Transfer done.
Alright, navigation module installed for what it's worth.
Wait, I'm not getting in. Ah, there it goes.
And just in time. Looks like our flight window's approaching.
Good. I'm coming aboard.
Alright. If I die here, that would be just absolutely hilarious. Because you can die here. I have been killed far more often by the environment in this game than I have the necromorphs. Simply because, yes, the necromorphs, they rush you, and they, like, you've seen me, I'm like, ah, goddamn, I'm aiming down at my foot. But no, like, I get killed by the goddamn environmental kills.
Well, I'm
so
glad
much.
to see you too. What's that look for?
Ugh.
This is going to work, right?
Our window's coming up. We go now or not at all.
Can you imagine if this was redone?
Injectors. Our gun are not locked down.
I tried, but the threads are rusty.
Let me see what I can do. If one of those pops loose, the cabin fire is going to burn us up before the atmosphere does. Do me a favor. Find the pressure reading on the main console and let me know when I have a solid seal.
Can you imagine if they were to try and redo these games now in, like, current graphics? Oh, come on. Click.
That's done something. That's what we needed done. There we go. Pressure is rising, and it's steady. Ready when you are.
Fuck you, guy. And this is great. During this this portion of the game, like, the Carver character will be the one who does all the shooting, and the Isaac character will be doing all the one who does all the flying down to the planet. That'd be so interesting. But as is with this, you have to do both. So I'm over here just like, oh god.
This is suicide.
Yeah, it is.
Rip this ship apart. It'll hold.
Okay, everyone. Let's see if this thing can fly.
Fuel lines are go.
And you can understand why Carver would not really care about going forward or not anymore.
Targeting computer spinning up. Okay, Isaac.
His family's dead.
Controls.
Projecting optimal route now. Try to keep it on course and shoot anything that gets in the way.
Thrusters, 1 quarter forward.
Alright, kids, let's do it. Come on.
The mines have a lock on our heat signature. Here they come.
And for a piece of shit, it definitely has weapons. Oh my god. Come on. I think, as I recall, there is a trophy to do this solo. Shoot every single mine and obstacle in your path and hit none of them. Oh my goodness.
10 seconds to entry. 8.
Just hold it on course. If we hit it at the wrong
I got it. Here's where the fun begins.
3, 2, 1.
Kids. Oh, fuck me. Ah! Alright, come on. Environmental kills. Yeah, I don't know what it was. There was a definite time. Oh, shit.
The plates are shaking loose.
Everybody strap in. This is gonna be rough.
Hull temperature's
As if it wasn't already.
We're coming in too hot. Give me a course correction.
We can't correct now. We'll miss our window.
This angle, we won't reach the window.
Okay, I'm sending you a new vector.
Oh, shit. Come on. But yeah, no, there was a definite time for a while where QuickTime events were just like the whole fucking games, and it just was an awful time. Alright, come on. I am working on it. I don't... Why?
Without the thrusters, we're dropping like a rock.
Hang on. I gotta go refill the tank.
Why doesn't someone else go back there and reseal the tanks? Like, seriously, he was flying!
Shit! Isaac, take the helm. I'll take it now.
Nice.
I can't see anything. What's our altitude?
We're about to see something.
There's blood on the gauge. I can't read it.
Oh, fuck. Oh, goodness. I have died here before. Right. Start the whole game over. The fuck? Nah, that was supposed to happen. And how are we doing on time? Not so bad. I mean, you know, a little bit longer. We're doing just fine. If you get off the ceiling already, please. Oh, she raised in a barn. I don't think that makes sense. Oh, great. Right, so his suit is broken. He's almost dead. Crashed on a necromorph planet. And that is a perfect place to leave off this one. Leave you guys on a cliffhanger. It'll be great. But, yeah, so now we're on the planet, and we're going to be making more effort towards trying to figure out what's going on and why... Well, why is this the marker home world and stuff coming in the next videos, or the upcoming ones anyways. But, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you did like this video, please go ahead and tap that like button, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.